Hey everyone, it's MoFat here. How's it going, guys? It's been a little while since I did a full-on commentary, so I'm pretty excited to be here. And as you can see, I'm playing Sonic Colors. Probably my favorite 3D Sonic game, for sure. Even though I have played all of the 3D Sonic games that have been out in the last few years, this one is really good. I'm having legitimate fun with this one. The last one I had this much fun with was probably Sonic Adventure Battle 2, or Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I get that one confused when I'm saying it sometimes. But yeah, this is the most fun I've had since I played that 3D Sonic, as far as Sonic games go. So this is a pretty good one. But yeah, basically I talked about this in my last video, and I just wanted to switch things up from Black Ops. You know, I've been posting Black Ops, Black Ops, Black Ops, Black Ops, and while I do enjoy that game, I enjoy other games too, and I would love to record all the games that I enjoy to play and put commentary over them and stick them up here because it's fun. And who doesn't want to have fun, really? But I'll tell you a little bit about what has been going on with me the past couple weeks. I have been working on Grand Brawl, working on it, and I actually worked like 30 hours in 2 days on Grand Brawl. And I didn't think I worked that much on it, but at the end of the second day, when I was doing basically just getting it rendered and doing some fine-tuning stuff, I looked at the clock and I was like, wow, I worked the same time yesterday, and I've been working on this thing for like 15 straight hours. I was like, holy crap, I can't believe I've been working on this that long. It's ridiculous. So I've been working on that like crazy. And then I was done with it, and I was just kind of sitting in bed hoping I was going to go to sleep, but knowing that I wouldn't fall asleep because I have insomnia and it sucks from time to time. I stay up for like 2 straight days. But I was sitting there, and one of my friends texted me while I was working on it, or I was done working on it, and they're like, hey, the fair's tomorrow, and they've got a wristband deal where you can just get a wristband and go on all the rides you want. And I was like, well, that sounds like fun. And then I was like, yeah, I haven't been on a freaking fair ride in years, or like 4 or 5 years, and I really want to go on one. So I was like, heck yes, I'm doing it no matter what. And I really wanted to fall asleep a couple of times, but I knew if I fell asleep that I would not, that I would stay asleep and I would not wake up for hours and hours and hours. Like, with me, I have a lot of trouble falling asleep. But once I'm asleep, I am freaking asleep, and I will not wake up for like 10 hours. I am out. So I was like, all right, awesome. I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to the fair. And so I stayed up. My friend came and picked me up around 10 o'clock, and we went out to the fair. And at first, it was kind of meh because we weren't going on any of the rides, and we were just looking for my other friend who was supposed to meet us there. So like for the first like hour and a half or so, we just kind of looked at farm animals. I know it sounds really weird, and it was really weird, and I think I could have spent my time doing something else during that 2 hours or hour and a half. However long it was, we spent looking at sheep, goats, pigs, and bunnies. I know the bunnies were pretty cool, and I pet one of the sheep, and it felt like a blanket. I was like, yeah, this feels just like a blanket that I have had before. And that was kind of cool. But, yeah, okay, enough with the freaking farm animals. If you didn't know, where I live, like, outside of town there's farms, but there's no farms in town. Like, I don't live on a farm or anything. But yeah, anyway, it got pretty awesome. But yeah, anyway. Finally, okay, we got to the rides, and there were a bunch of them there. I was so freaking excited. I was like, wow, I haven't been on a ride in so long. I'm so excited for this. And the first thing we did, I can't remember what was the ride. It was called the Tornado. And this, by the way, this isn't like an amusement park. This is a summer fair with like portable rides that they pack up and drive around like the country or whatever. And then they reassemble them again when it's time for the fair. So that's the kind of rides these are. There were no roller coasters or really, really giant rides. They were just ones that they could pack up. which, I mean, they were still pretty dang big. There was one called the Zipper that was, it wasn't huge, but it was quite intimidating. And that particular one, the Zipper, was the one that I wanted to save for last, because as a kid, I went on it and got terrified. And oh, right here I redid the level by accident, stupid dur. But anyway, and then I just accessed my other file, which I had started for this, but forgotten to record. But that's a story for another day. Anyway, I had gotten on the Zipper as a kid, and I was like terrified of it when I was a kid, and I think I even made them let me off before I went on it, because I got really scared. Or I just went through it and was like super scared the whole time. But anyway, I just remembered being scared of it as a kid, and I was like, hey, we'll make that the grand finale. We'll go on that one last. So the first one we went on was the Tornado, which was like this egg beater deal kind of thing. It seated 4 in each section and spun you around, and there was a wheel in the middle that you could turn and make it spin faster, or at least make your little boots spin faster. And there was 4 of us there, so we were all turning the thing the whole time and making it going ridiculously fast. And what was actually really funny about it was after the ride had ended, we were still spinning it. We didn't even realize the ride ended, and we were just like, yeah, spin! And like, so that tells me most of the G-force actually came from us spinning our booth, which is kind of funny. But then after that, we went on this one, I don't know what it was called, but it was okay. It was another one of those things where it had like, I think it was actually called the Octopus, or something like that, because it had like, it had 8 arms that held 3 boots each that seated 2 people apiece, and then that spun around and like lifted sideways and stuff. That was pretty awesome. I enjoyed that one. And then after that, all my friends were like, oh man, the G-force, it's too much to take. We have to go on a slow ride. Take it easy, down and Anyway, they're like, we gotta go on a slow ride, so let's go on the Ferris wheel, which was the biggest ride there. And quite impressive they got to pack that up. But anyway, we went on the Ferris wheel, and it was pretty cool. But the thing about the Ferris wheel is I actually took video of it. And oh, by the way, I'm going to be hopefully putting pictures of the rides that we went on up in like the top right or bottom right corner or something as this video goes along. But anyway, as I was saying, the thing about the Ferris wheel was that I was on my phone like getting my video recording ready and my pictures ready. And then by the time I was done getting that ready, we were up at the top and we were just kind of sitting there because they were still loading people on. And then I looked over and we were way at the top, and I was like, holy crap, we are so high. And we actually weren't that high. Like, I've been on the Space Needle, so I know what high is, and that was not that high, but still, whenever I'm really high up in the air, I get like apprehensive. I'm not scared of heights, but I'm just like, wow, if I fall right now, I will die. Just kind of stuff like that. Oh, this is funny. I tried to do the laser here, but I couldn't aim down there. So I had a tremendous waste of time right there. But anyway, I was looking down on the Ferris wheel going, yeah, I could totally die if I fell right now. I had better not die or fall or either of the two or a mix of the two. Anyway, after I took some video on the Ferris wheel and some pictures, and then after that we went on this hang gliding ride, which took way too long to get onto. The line wasn't that long. It just, I guess the people seating the ride didn't know what they were doing. That was really annoying because the ride wasn't even that good. It really was like bleh. But it was kind of funny. I was on. There was 4 of us, and the hang gliders only seated like 3 people. So I rode on one alone, or I was going to. And I was sitting there, and these 2 little girls came running up to get into the one I was in, and they just stopped, stared at me for a second, and then ran to the next one. And I was like, huh, am I that scary? Maybe it's the beard, I don't know. But apparently I scare off little girls. Alright, but enough of that one. The hang gliding ride was blah. There was a little bit of G-force on it, but it sucked. It wasn't a very good ride. But then I was like, alright, we gotta go back onto a good ride. but taking a break and talking about the game for a second here. This part was really annoying. I was actually going to edit this out, but it looks like I can actually fill everything up with stuff I was going to talk about. But I kept hitting those stupid reverse boosters. It was driving me crazy. Yeah, I think I go across this thing like 2 more times. It's ridiculous. Yeah, see there? I'm just like, what the F? I actually got kind of frustrated about it. But anyway, after that, we went on this ride that had 6 arms reaching out and seated 4 people in each booth that the arms supported. And you were just dangling there. So they had people throw their shoes and their bags and like their shades and stuff in the middle so they wouldn't fall off. And I almost didn't throw my shades in the middle, but if I had kept my shades on, I have no doubt they would have flown off because we were getting spun sideways and upside down like crazy. So they probably would have flown off, and that was a pretty awesome ride. Let's see, I think I got like another minute to talk here. But then we went on the Zipper. Oh, there's a cutscene here. That's why there's another minute left. Oh, well, there's subtitles. I'll talk over it. Oh, and a quick note here. I actually did do it wrong. There's a whole cutscene that I missed. I'll maybe post that at the end of the video. You know what? No, I'm not going to. I'll post it at the beginning of the next video. But anyway, we're going to go on the Zipper, this one that I was terrified of. Or I was terrified of as a kid. And the line, we were waiting in line for maybe almost an hour, probably about 45 minutes waiting for this one. And it was one of those ones that took a really long time to load people up, so, and it fit 24 people. So that's why it took so long to get on it. But me and my friend Sharon got on it, and I was like, okay, I can do this. And as they closed the cage and just like stuck us in there, he was like, please hold on to the bars at all times for your own safety. And immediately what went through my head was, okay, so if I don't hold on to the bars, I'll die. That's what you're telling me, right? I'll die if I don't hold on to the bars. But it actually ended up being the best ride at the fair. It was so fun. Like something I would go on like 10 times in a row, as long as like, you know, provided I didn't throw up or get so motion sick that I couldn't see straight. It was insanely fun because the booths would flip as the whole ride was spinning. It was awesome. I'll put some pictures there. But anyway, that is all for this Let's Play, and thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you later in the next episode.